cycle. So 8 is the number of cleanliness, the number of new beginnings, it is the number of new starts, and it is the number of a new cycle. We're talking about prophecy now. Baruch Hashem Yehu. Adam was not white. Adam was not white, and Adam was not black. Adam was clay. He was brick clay. He was red. The blood is unclean due to Adam's original sin. Now go with me. We're going to go to Niddah in prophecy. Eka, Lamentations 1, 9, and 10. Eka, Lamentations
3. No, 1.
Is it what?
Lamentation 1.
1, 9, and 10.
Okay.
Chapter 1, verses 9 and 10. Lamentations, Echa, chapter 1, verses 9 and 10. Speaking of Israel in prophecy and history, Yahuwah says through the writer of Lamentations, which of course was, everybody knows who that was, who wrote Lamentations? Yirmiyahu Hanavi, Jeremiah. Said her filthiness is in her skirts. She remembers not her last end. Therefore her collapse was awesome. She had no comforter. It is a symbol. Israel is made like unto a woman who has a blood flow in Niddah all over her skirt and faints because of blood loss.
Wow.
That is the state of Israel today. And then in the time of Babel and the Babylonian captivity and Nebuchadnezzar in 580 BCE, approximately. Verse 10, Eka 1:10. The adversary has spread out his hand upon all her pleasant things, that is sexual abuse, abusing her temple. For she has seen that the heathens have entered into her kadosh place, whom you did not command that they should enter into your congregation. So we see Israel in exile, especially through the Great Tribulation, 7 years, is likened unto a woman in Niddah for 7 years. Can I get a witness?
Amen.
Now look at Eka 1:17. Eka 1:17. Zion spreads forth her hands, and there is none to comfort her. Yahuwah has commanded concerning Yaakov that his adversary should be around him. Yerushalayim is as an unclean woman in Niddah among the nations. So Israel is likened unto an unclean woman who will be in exile for 7 days, which can mean 7,000 years, or until the 7,000th year, or specifically culminating in 7 years of great tribulation.
Interesting.
Every time a woman bleeds, it is to remind you that our nation is bleeding spiritually, and those who are led by the leaders and the rabbis have gone astray. Isaiah chapter 2. Those who lead them, us, have gone astray.
Have mercy on us.
So Israel without Yeshua, that are redeemed and cleansed and made tahor, is likened unto a woman who is in Niddah. Verse 18. Yahuwah is tzaddik, for I have rebelled against his Torah, Israel says. Listen, all my people, and behold my sorrow. My virgins and my young men have gone into exile, and now they are in Niddah. When they were at home in the nation, they were virgins, pure, kadosh before me, but because of rebellion and sinfulness, not that Niddah is sin, but they went into Niddah because of their sin. Niddah is not sin. But because of their sin, they became Niddah. Go to 2:16. We sang that today. That's Moshe Konachowski's song. But I borrowed it from Hosea, but also from Lamentations. Lamentations 2:16. All your enemies have opened their mouth against you, saying, they gnash their teeth, they say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for, we have found, and we have seen. Go to Ecca 4:14. Ecca 4:14. They have wandered as a blind man in the streets. They have polluted themselves with their innocent dung, so that men could not touch their garments. They cried to them, depart, it is unclean, depart, depart, do not touch them. When they fled away and wandered among the nations, they said they shall no more go to sojourn there. The anger of Yahuwah 16 has exiled them. He will no more regard them. They did not respect the Kohanim. They showed no favor to the elders, to the Zechanim. So Israel in exile is said to be unclean. Now look at verse 14. Israel has become polluted with blood. People in Israel cry, depart, it is unclean. Depart from Jerusalem and depart from the daughter of Zion, because she is unclean among the nations. Are you with me?
Amen.
Israel is unclean in Niddah. That's where Israel is today. Unclean, Niddah, and that's why it says, come out, come out, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith Yahuwah, and touch not the unclean thing that is flowing down your dress. And change the garments of Niddah into a garment of salvation and a garment of joy. Niddah is prophetic for our exile. Go with me to Yeshayahu 64:6. We are a nation in Niddah. You may have been cleansed and made tahor, but we as a nation, our brothers and sisters, remain in Niddah. Niddah in prophecy. In prophecy, Niddah is always symbolic of Israel. The nations are not in Niddah. The nations are in abomination. There is a difference. The nations are never said to be in Niddah. Israel, who should be tahor, is tamai. Are you with me?
Amen.
Are you really with me?
Amen. Amen.
The nations are not in Niddah. We are in Niddah. Yeshayahu 64:6. Can I have a page? Page. 64:6.
362.
5, we have using a different Bibles, I think. 64:6. 503?
Yes.
64:6. But we, Israel, is as an unclean woman, thing, Niddah. All our religious tzedakah, as long as we reject the atonement for our people given by the Father, Yeshua, is as menstrual rags.
All of our righteousness.
All of the daughter of Zion's righteousness is menstrual cloths. That's the Hebrew in Yeshayahu 64:6. Life is in the blood. Go to Leviticus, Vayikra 17:11. Why are we in filth? Why is exile considered Niddah? Because the blood is flowing abnormally out of the land in rebellion. Where were we? Vayikra 17, verse 11. I'll read it for you. I know it by heart, but I'll read it for you anyway. The life of the flesh is in the blood. I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls, for it is the blood that atones for the soul. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Vayikra 17,